what if the people at my school find out that I'm making content? What if my co-workers find out that I make TikToks? You probably have been wanting to make content for a few months now, maybe even a few years, or you're already making content, but it's not as often or as deep as you want to. If that's you, you probably have a lot of self doubt, overthinking, and insecurities. Me too. But that's the reason why people quit before they even start. They think they need to be successful tomorrow, they think they need to go viral tomorrow. But that same expectation is why they fail. We think we can just start making content and then our first post gets a million. When we're not ready to we're not ready to see our posts not get any likes or not get any views as we'd like. But isn't that funny? That's the same thing that is stopping us. I study filmmaking at university, so I've met a lot of creative students, and I do my best to try to talk even to the quiet students in the back who don't say anything, who have their head down. And what I realize from talking to those quiet students, these guys are the most creative people. They have so much talent and potential and amazing ideas, but they're shy. They just, the last thing they would ever do is post their art on Instagram. And I'm thinking, wow. I mean, selfishly, it's good for me because if my competitors are shy, then, more for me. But it is sad. It's so sad to see these bright students give up. So I know I could just say, oh, don't care what anyone else thinks. Yeah, you've heard that hundreds of times. Why haven't we acted upon it? It's because we need to do the questioning ourselves. We really need to see why we let people from high school who whose lives we don't want, who we don't care about, why are we letting them affect if we post or not? Because deep down inside of you, you have this urge for a reason. There's a reason why you want to post and make content. And when I talk about the shy filmmaking student in the back who doesn't raise his hands up, but after I make the effort to really talk to him and I see like there's a reason why that shy kid wanted to study filmmaking. There's a reason why you have the urge, that feeling to post. There's a story that only you can tell. Literally, you might think, oh, but there's plenty of makeup artists or there's plenty of fitness influencers. Okay. But you have your own special ability, your own way of talking and saying things, and your own style that may resonate more with people. Because there might be someone who relates to you more than they do to that other fitness influencer. And that person needs you. That person needs you to express your ideas in your own unique way. They need you because you're the only person that can tell that story. What makes you special is your struggles, is your family challenges and upbringing. The reason why we think we shouldn't post, which is, oh, my dad wasn't there for me, or oh, my family didn't love me enough, or my mom didn't give me enough high fives growing up, or those struggles and oftentimes those excuses that we give ourselves, those are the very reasons why we need to hear your message, because only you can deliver that message. I'm not trying to make this a motivational speech about how be yourself, king, but seriously, you can be helping so much, you can be helping people so much more than you realize. This is your journey, and I'm just a YouTube video. But let me tell you a time to help you better understand. That time is right now. At this moment, I'm not successful. With my standards, I make £5 on YouTube and I'm folding clothes in the shopping center as I get my business off the ground. One day I'm an hour early for work, and I just decided to bring my journal to work and I start writing down how I'm feeling. I'm very hazy right now. I'm very a lot of things are on my mind. So I start journaling in the staff room, and one of my coworkers comes to me and they're like, "Mate, what are you doing? You're just writing. You're just writing on a piece of paper. What are you doing?" And I let her know that I'm journaling, and then she tells me how she wanted to get into journaling. She tells me the benefits of it, and she asked me if I had like a structure, like if I had like a 3-step method to journaling, or a template. And I said, no, I just I just have like a dump. I just dump all my thoughts onto a page, and somehow just by writing it out, I realized like, oh, okay, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay, I didn't really notice it like that. And what I was doing with my coworker, I wasn't preaching to her. I wasn't like, no, you should journal. Journaling is good. You should journal. You think about journaling? Yes, you should. Do it, do it, do it. I wasn't like that. I was more like, yeah, it's helped me out. I don't have a template. I'm literally just brain dumping. And I start my shift and I didn't really think anything of it. The next week, I arrive at my workplace and my coworker smiles and she's excited to see me because she started journaling because of me. She says, since our last conversation, mate, yeah, since our last conversation, I just picked up an empty notebook and I started journaling, and yeah, like, and that really shocked me because I wasn't trying to preach. I wasn't trying to give her the top 10 benefits of journaling. I wasn't trying to project onto her. I was just being myself. And why that made me so inspired, because hold on, I can inspire someone just by being myself? What? Especially when at this moment in my life, I'm not successful. I'm posting every day on social media. I'm making content, but I'm not successful. I get like 2 likes, I get little views. I'm not successful, and there's more to life than numbers, but likes and views are how I measure my business. So when my coworker tells me that she started to journal because of me, I'm like, really shocked because for example, a few years ago when I started to meditate, I really shoved it down everyone's face. I told everyone they should meditate. Nah, you should read this book about. Nah, you should meditate, bro. Bro, meditation is so cool. And then, I kind of grew out of that. I realized that I shouldn't project onto people. I'll just be an example, but I shouldn't give advice when they didn't give. I shouldn't give advice when they didn't ask for advice. I should just be myself and be a light, be an example to make people want to improve and better themselves on their own. I'm here, but I'm not just gonna give out advice when they didn't ask, right? So when my coworker tells me she starts journaling because of me, that really made my day. That really made my day because that's why I make content. That's why I make posts on social media to help people, to help them make content, to help them overcome the doubts and insecurities and the negative self-talk that stops them from pursuing their dreams, from making content because they're too scared of what their co-workers might think, or they're too scared of people from their school finding out. And again, I could just tell you, and you've heard it 100 times, bro, don't care about what other people think. Yes, we know that, but we know that. But it's our job to go deeper within ourselves to figure out, hold on, why do I why do I care about what people from high school think? I don't even like them. Why do I care so much? I don't even like them. So what I'm trying to tell you right now is not advice, but more so guidance to look deeper within yourself because why do you care about what people think of you? Oh, because you didn't get enough attention as a kid? Oh, okay. Why do you want to make content? Like seriously, why? Yes, it's a new trendy thing. Everyone wants to be YouTubers, but why do you specifically want to make content? For me, when I ask myself that, it's to help my 16-year-old self, to help my younger self, because they were going through like a tough time. They didn't know how to handle their emotions. They got angry, but they didn't even know why they were angry. They couldn't really communicate why they're angry, not to even other people, but they couldn't even communicate to themselves why they're so upset about a situation, why they get so triggered. So when I ask myself, why do I want to make content apart from the vanity, from apart from looking cool? Why do I want to make content other than being cool and having a lot of subscribers? I ask myself, and it's because I want to look after my parents. I ask myself why I want to make content. I want to be rich, and content lets me do that in a way where it's enjoyable to me because I can get rich by becoming a lawyer. But if I know if I became a lawyer or something like that, I would literally hate my life. If I did the whole office politics, dressing up, it might work for you, but for me, I know if I was to do that office 9 to 5 mess, I would literally hate my life. But that realization didn't come until I asked myself, why do you want to make content? Oh, to look after your parents. Oh, to find a fulfilling work that doesn't drain you. And when I really asked myself why I wanted to do these things in depth, I realized that, okay, I want to take care of my parents more. I want to have a fulfilling career more. Then I care about the people's opinions of me, high school people, co-workers' opinions of me. I want to look after my parents way, 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 way more than I care about the high school people's opinions. Again, this is not advice. This is an invitation for you to ask yourself, why do you want to do the things that you want to chase. At the same time, ask yourself, why do you care so much about what other people think about you, especially if those people are people you don't like, people whose careers you don't want? Why do you care so much? Why do you value their opinions so much? I don't know. I can't answer it for you. This is maybe maybe we can journal together, right? So you've been wanting to make content for a while now. What's stopping you is not the technology. What's stopping you is not that you need a brand new laptop or a brand new phone. Those are excuses, and they're very, very good excuses. But we know we can just make content on our phone. What's really stopping you is that you care too much about what your parents think. What if your parents find your content and that in itself is a different game of what your parents think or what other people think of you. But now you know. Now you know what's stopping you. What's stopping you is people from high school. What's stopping you is John and Stacey from high school. There's John and Stacey from high school that you don't even care about. They're affecting your life. John and Stacey and your teachers from high school are affecting your life and your fulfillment and how you show up into the world and essentially your happiness. You're letting John and Stacey affect your happiness. I hope you understand that. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. I loved your attention span, by the way. 17 minutes. Wow. Keep it up, king or queen. Thank you for being here. I wish you the best in your journey. As a YouTube video, I think it's my best to serve you. That's why I try not to just give you advice. I try to help you better understand yourself because only you can do that. I'm just a YouTube video. So thanks for being here. If you need reminders, then subscribe because it helps this content algorithm game out. But have a wonderful rest of your week.